Tesla recently released their production and delivery numbers for Q1 2020. What do they even mean, and why are people getting excited? Let's find out why in this video. Tesla has a record for breaking the expectations of financial analysts. This could be due in part to the fact that many analysts just don't get the company. This creates a huge divide of people who over and underestimate Tesla due to the fact that they just don't understand the company. Analysts are usually not the kind of people that should be judging a company like Tesla anyways, especially not as an automaker. Tesla has many other products and services that have no correlation to cars as a whole. Because of this, analysts only look at one aspect: cars. Tesla is not only a car manufacturer, they are an energy company who happens to make cars along with other energy products like solar and battery. They're getting there, don't worry. This results in analysts looking at a few things like revenue and sales of cars and only cars. Analysts then predict on previous data they have and project how Tesla will be doing this or the following quarter. It's quite simple actually. If the projection is higher than the real amount, stock price drops. If the projection is lower, then stock price jumps. This is exactly what we saw after Tesla published their numbers. They beat the market's expectations and we saw the stock price jump. Okay, that explains their stock price and how analysts look at the company, but what about actual sales numbers? The amount of cars delivered isn't higher than their previous quarter. So what's all the hype about? To answer that question, we have to look at the car market as a whole. Car sales are the lowest in Q1 of any given year. That can be due to various reasons, like people not going out as much in winter and not having enough money to spare after the holiday season to spend or splurge on a car, especially these expensive cars. The reason Tesla's numbers were shocking to many of us was due to two main reasons: the COVID-19 pandemic slowing the entire economy, thus further reducing sales of their vehicles, and year-over-year growth was up 40% from Q1 2019. Until the end of March, Tesla didn't shut down the Fremont factory, which is said to impact the production numbers slightly, but also due to the fact that they had to deliver cars in a very unique way. Tesla calls this touchless delivery. The reason Tesla is able to do this is because they already streamlined their delivery process since the Model 3 started getting delivered, and many people were in and out of the delivery center in under 15 minutes. The new delivery style includes the customer having access to their car from the app, honk to let them know which car is theirs, then upon reaching their vehicle, the customer will unlock the car with their phone and see papers that need to be signed inside the car with the pen. The glorious Tesla pen. By the way, did you know that Tesla actually lets you keep the Tesla pen? It's pretty cool. Okay, now I want a Tesla pen. Anyone want to give me a Tesla pen? Anyways, once those papers have been signed, you can drop off these papers in a drop-off box and you can drive your brand new Tesla home. It's as simple as that. People have actually said that this only takes about 5 minutes for the entire process from getting your car to leaving the delivery center. That touchless delivery system allowed Tesla to continue delivering their cars in a pandemic such as this, resulting in increased delivery numbers for Tesla. This also allowed them to deliver their brand new Model Y, which many owners are making videos of and posting them online to YouTube. Another reason Tesla had deliveries was due in part to their online sales model. You can't really buy a car and store it. Technically you can. The staff just lets you use their computers in order to order the car. That means that since their competitors have dealerships which are closed during this pandemic, Tesla's website remains open. Their factory was recently shut down on March 24th, but that was during the end of the quarter and they probably produced more cars in the entire quarter to supply for the deliveries needed to get their numbers before that time period. Now Q2 will be an entirely different story because we don't know what we're in for right now. As you can see from the sales numbers, the cars produced are higher than cars delivered. That is probably due to cars in transit. Some cars actually have to get across an entire continent, maybe to Europe. China, they have a factory, so they don't have to worry. But Europe is one big market and they don't have a factory up and running just yet. Tesla really wanted to get out their Model Y into customers' hand, and to do that, they built an entirely new tent. We already had two for the Model 3, And adding another one for a Model Y brings us all the way up to 3/10 in the Fremont lot. This is not inside the factory, this is outside the factory using Fremont factory's ground. By doing this, Tesla would reach their goal of delivery and production numbers for Q1, and as we've seen, a 40% year-over-year growth is a pretty substantial increase, and we can probably expect something similar to happen in the beginning of Q1 2021. Q2 2020 doesn't seem promising, but we just have to wait and see. It's also seen that Tesla is in a much better financial position than Ford or GM, who may need government assistance to get out of this pandemic without going bankrupt. You heard that. Bankrupt. The sad news about all of this is that they're already delayed EVs that were supposed to come out in 2020 or 2021 are going to be even more delayed, and that would have an inverse effect on their ability to stay alive as a company without any outside assistance. These are the types of things that make Tesla really stand out from the crowd. Their ability to quickly adapt and still deliver their cars to customers during this pandemic really shows what they're capable of. Add to the fact that they are making ventilators out of car parts, which really shows how the engineering team is able to quickly adapt and use current supplies to fulfill a growing need in the coming weeks. Tesla is truly a company that is disrupting many industries and one that cares about advancing the human civilization as a whole. Otherwise, who in their right mind would just give away ventilators, especially if they're in high demand? Well, it's a company run by the same guy who wanted to take the electric car from a golf cart to one of the most desirable ways of transport. Oh yeah, I forgot, he also runs a rocket company which just happens to land nearly every single rocket they put into space to be used again. You know, just the norm. Seems like everyone's doing it these days. So that's been it, guys. If you liked the video, please subscribe for more and leave a comment about what you think Q2 holds for Tesla. When will the Fremont factory be back in business, and how big of an impact will Giga Shanghai have on their delivery numbers? I would love to know your thoughts. As always, thank you for watching and have a lovely day.